As Gabriel Garcia Márquez penned, "It's enough for me to be sure that you and I exist at this moment." Welcome to our exploration of 100 Years of Solitude. Our journey begins with Gabriel Garcia Márquez, a titan of literature, whose work has left an indelible mark on the world. Born in Colombia, Márquez's writings are a tapestry of the human experience, woven with threads of magical realism and the harsh realities of life. Among his many contributions to literature, one stands head and shoulders above the rest: 100 Years of Solitude. In this masterpiece, Márquez introduces us to the town of Macondo, a place as extraordinary as it is isolated. Founded by José Arcadio Buendia and Ursula Iguarán, Macondo is more than just a setting, it's a character in its own right. It's a place where the ordinary and extraordinary coexist, where reality is as fluid as the river that flows by it, and where time is a relative concept. Macondo's isolation is not just geographical, it's an isolation that seeps into the very bones of its inhabitants, shaping their lives and destinies. It's a solitude that spans generations, that's as much a part of the Buendia family as their shared name and shared fate. In this town, Márquez weaves a tapestry of magical realism and surrealism, of love and loss, of time and fate. He creates a world where the impossible is possible, where ghosts walk among the living and where a solitary soul can live 100 years of solitude. The story of Macondo is the story of the Buendia family, a family destined to live and die in solitude. It's a story that explores the human condition, the cyclical nature of time, and the inescapable solitude that comes with existence. In Macondo, the stage is set for a century of solitude, a place where the extraordinary becomes ordinary. In the heart of Macondo, the Buendia family unfolds a tapestry of human experiences, each more captivating than the last. With the turn of each page, we journey through a century marked by significant events that shape the lives of 7 generations. Our journey begins with José Arcadio Buendia and Ursula Iguarán, the founders of Macondo. Driven by an insatiable desire for knowledge, José Arcadio's fascination with alchemy and exploration sets the tone for the family's cyclical fate. His pursuit of the unknown, coupled with his fear of incestuous relationships, becomes a recurring theme throughout the generations. Their sons, Aureliano and José Arcadio, embody 2 contrasting paths. Aureliano's life is marked by solitude, war, and a legendary status as Colonel Aureliano Buendia, the leader of a bloody civil war. His brother, José Arcadio, on the other hand, takes a path of indulgence, falling into a life of hedonism and excess. As we move forward, we meet Arcadio, the son of José Arcadio, who follows his father's footsteps in excess but with a darker twist, culminating in his tragic end. His son, Aureliano II, embodies both the solitude of Colonel Aureliano and the excess of José Arcadio, creating a complex character caught between 2 worlds. Amid these men, the women of the Buendia family are equally compelling. There's Remedios the Beauty, whose ethereal beauty and innocence lead to her mysterious ascension. Then there's Renata, called Mime, who finds love but is forced into solitude by her family's pride. Fernanda del Carpio, the matriarch after Ursula, brings her high-class upbringing and fervent religious beliefs into the family, further complicating the family dynamics. The Buendia lineage continues with Aureliano Babylonia, or Aureliano II, who discovers a parchment that predicts the family's destiny. However, the family's fate is sealed when the last Aureliano, born of an incestuous relationship, deciphers the parchment. With his birth, the prophecy of the family's end is fulfilled, symbolizing the cyclical nature of their history. Throughout the 7 generations, the Buendia family members live, love, and die, each caught in their personal quests for love, knowledge, and power. They repeat the mistakes of their ancestors, seemingly oblivious to the lessons of the past. This cyclical pattern of history, where the same mistakes are repeated generation after generation, is a central theme in Gabriel Garcia Márquez's masterpiece. The family's experiences are as diverse as they are intriguing, ranging from the magical to the mundane, the tragic to the ecstatic, and the profound to the absurd. Each character's journey is a testament to the human experience in all its complexity. They experience the joy of love, the pain of loss, the thirst for knowledge, and the horror of war, all within the confines of their isolated town. Yet, amid the chaos and turmoil, there's a sense of timelessness in Macondo. The boundaries between past, present, and future blur, as if time itself is a circular loop. This cyclical nature of time, interspersed with moments of magical realism, adds a layer of mystique to the narrative, making 100 Years of Solitude a mesmerizing read. In the Buendia lineage, we witness the cyclical nature of time, where past, present, and future seemingly blend into one. The family's tale, while unique and extraordinary, is a reflection of our collective human experience, reminding us of the timeless and universal nature of our joys, sorrows, dreams, and fears. Márques masterfully blends the mundane with the magical, weaving a narrative that is as enchanting as it is deeply human. As we delve deeper into the world of 100 Years of Solitude, we find ourselves entwined in the threads of magical realism, a literary device that Gabriel Garcia Márquez employs with a deft hand. Take for instance the levitating priest. Father Nicanor Reina, a seemingly ordinary man of the cloth, astounds the residents of Macondo when he levitates off the ground, buoyed by the power of his faith and a cup of hot chocolate. This is not a spectacle or an illusion, but an element of everyday life in Macondo, a place where miracles are as commonplace as rain. Speaking of rain, let's not forget the rain of yellow flowers. When José Arcadio Buendia passes away, an ethereal downpour of golden blossoms blankets the town, a magical manifestation of collective grief and farewell. This phenomenon, while extraordinary, is accepted without question by the inhabitants of Macondo, further blurring the line between the real and the surreal. These elements of magical realism do more than just add a touch of the fantastical to the narrative. They challenge our understanding of reality, making us question what is possible and what isn't. They bring the extraordinary down to earth, making it feel as ordinary as the rising and setting of the sun. Conversely, they elevate the ordinary, imbuing it with a sense of wonder and mystery that makes even the mundane feel magical. In this way, Márquez uses magical realism to create a world where the ordinary and the extraordinary coexist, where reality and fantasy are not separate realms but intertwined dimensions. It's a world that is at once familiar and alien, ordinary and extraordinary, real and surreal. In the realm of magical realism, Márquez invites us to question our perception of reality. Through the lens of magical realism, we see a world that is as enchanting as it is deeply human, a world that is a testament to the magic and mystery of existence. As the century of solitude comes to an end, so too does Macondo, in a whirlwind of revelation and destruction. The prophecy of Melquiades, a recurring motif throughout Gabriel Garcia Márquez's masterpiece, finds its fulfillment in the final pages of the book. A weighty prediction foretelling the end of the Buendia lineage and the erasure of Macondo from the map. In the unraveling of this prophecy, we witness the last of the Buendia family, Aureliano, grappling with the words of Melquiades. His struggle is not merely to understand the prophecy, but to comprehend the intertwined destinies of his family and Macondo. As the prophecy becomes clear, so too does the tragic fate of the Buendia family and their town. The end arrives with a deluge of destruction, sweeping away the last vestiges of Macondo and the Buendia family. In Aureliano's revelation, we see the culmination of a century of solitude, a testament to the cyclical nature of time. 100 Years of Solitude is a rich tapestry of themes, symbols and metaphors, each inviting a multitude of interpretations. This literary work is set in the mystical town of Macondo, a place where the ordinary and the extraordinary coexist. As we journey through 7 generations of the Buendia family, we witness the cyclical nature of time, the weight of familial legacy, and the inescapable solitude that defines human existence. The elements of magical realism, so beautifully threaded throughout the narrative, introduce us to a reality that is both familiar and fantastical. From the prophecy of Melquiades to the rain of yellow flowers, every aspect of the narrative serves to challenge our perception of reality and push the boundaries of our understanding. As we delve deeper into the solitude of interpretation, we find that each reading of Márquez's masterpiece reveals a new layer, a new perspective, a new understanding. Until next time, keep exploring the extraordinary in the ordinary.